on and clap your hands with us. Our God reigns forever and ever. He lives. All fear is gone.
He is alive in me.
The Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 19 serves Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but being a short man, he could not because of the crowd. Jesus reached the spot. He looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. So he came down. I've preached from this passage a number of times over the years, but every time I have preached from Luke 19, the story of Zacchaeus, my focus has been on Zacchaeus, specifically on how proactive he was in seeing Jesus, and to seek and to search for purpose and for meaning in life. And if you, like Zacchaeus, are in that hunt, in that search for significance, and in your search you are now investigating the claims of Christ, that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. When you allow yourself to come to the place where you realize there is something missing in my life. So you are better off realizing in your search that there is no one or no set of people who can meet every need you have. Take the pressure off the folk in your life. Don't lean on them that hard. Don't demand that they be everything you want them to be. They're not everything they want to be. They certainly aren't going to be everything you want them to be. And so sometimes we search, and we search through relationships and search through accumulating wealth or the things that money can buy. Some people look for significance in their job and in that career. And you can have a wonderful career God will bless you with, but there's going to be no life in it. Furthermore, it's not going to last you a lifetime. You're going to have to be who you are apart from what you do, because what you do is subject to change. And that's what I've always focused on. But you know what I want to do? I want to spend a few minutes just chatting with you about another position that's still in the same text. And that is the fact that not only was Zacchaeus looking for Jesus, but much more importantly, Jesus was looking for him. And I stopped by to tell you that Jesus is looking for you specifically. In fact, the only reason Jesus was coming through Jericho, passing through Jericho, was because he knew it's time for Zacchaeus to meet me. And Jesus says in verse 10 of this text, I came to seek and to save that which was lost. I want to let you know that Jesus is seeking us. A lot of times we talk about, I found the Lord. Well, let me help you. Before you found him, he found you. You wouldn't have even known he was to be found unless he came looking for you. And I'm here to tell you that Jesus is on a search for you right now. He is seeking you out. He came to earth as on a search and rescue missions. But Jesus came to rescue us from where we are, from our sin, from our selfishness, from our purposeless living. He came to rescue us from seeking life in things that have no life. And he said, I have come that you may have life and that you might have it to the full. Jesus calls him by his name. And then what does he say? He says, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must go to your house today. He calls him down and he says, come down right now. I'm here to tell you that Jesus is looking for you. He knows who you are and he's calling for you right now. Why now? Now because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. Listen, get this straight now. You don't have any guarantees except this moment. None. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And don't fool yourself. You don't have to be old to die. You don't have to be sick or unhealthy to die. Every day, untold thousands go into eternity. None of them woke up thinking, I will never get back in this bed again. So Jesus, when he calls you, he says, come immediately. Come immediately. I want to change your life, and I want to do it right now in the one guaranteed moment you have, which is here and now. He said, come down immediately. I must go to your house. I like that Jesus said, I'm going to your house, Zacchaeus. I'm going to where you are. I'm going to where you live. Jesus is not asking you when he comes into your life, when he seeks you out, he doesn't come seeking you out with a list of demands. Religion has messed people up. Unfortunately, many churches have messed people up because they've given the distinct impression that you've got to try to satisfy the demands of God. And here's what you need to know. When Jesus comes, he comes because he came to earth to satisfy the demands of God in your place. When Jesus dies on the cross, he dies because he is the one who met the demand. The wages of sin is death. So Jesus said, I paid the price for you to know me, to have a relationship with me. And so Jesus came saying, I want to go to your house. I want to see where you live. I want to see how you live. Jesus was going to change his life, but very often we try to get folk to change their lives in order to come to God. We have it backwards. You don't get yourself together so you can come to church. You come to church to meet Jesus, who's going to help you get yourself together. And I've heard folk from time to time say, yeah, I'm trying to get myself together. And when I do, I'll be there, Reverend. I'll be to the church. No. You don't come to church after you get it together. If you could get it together, there wouldn't be a church, because Jesus would have stayed in heaven. He came because we needed something that we couldn't do for ourselves. So Jesus came. God. That's what happens in your life and mine. The more you get to know who Jesus is and how much he loves you, the more you are compelled to let him change your life from the inside out. And I'm here to tell you that Jesus is seeking you out. He wants you personally, individually. He wants a relationship with you. It's why he came.